what we're going to do now. What to show people. So many different things. The start of Wing Chun. Feet together, hands, shoulders, not forward. Open up. So shoulders on the side of the body, hands on the side of the body. Right on the seam of the pants. The pants have this seam that go down the side in some countries, so that's also the centre of their leg. That seam gives you a good target where you want a knee. Everyone knows that corking spot. So, sorry, went off track. So first movement, hands come up. The fingers are lightly packed together. The middle finger is stretching. Okay, then we make a fist. So the fist has to roll up a certain way. The pads here have to touch the pads here. So when I roll up I have to roll up the pads up like this and then roll my fist up. If you just make your normal fist and feel it, it'll feel a bit squishy. If you roll it up properly, you just have to find your right adjustment and it will feel much more like a weapon and it won't break when you hit something. You've got nothing to hit at the moment, but yeah, you'll feel the difference. Starting again, feet together, hands by the side. This point has to stretch up just gently, and the tailbone is tucked in just gently. The tongue's on the top palate of the mouth. The mouth is shut, we breathe in and out through the nose. The fingers are gently packed together, thumbs tucked in, hands come up to shoulder height. We make the correct fist. This first part's all about making the correct fist. The shoulders aren't pulled forward, so when we bring the hands up, it's just the hands, we don't use the shoulders. Make sure you're rolling those hands up properly. Make the correct fist. Now the hands turn over, elbows point. So the whole time, also I forgot to mention, your elbows are pointing down. So as your hands come up to shoulder level, make sure your elbows are pointing down, fingers tucked in, middle finger going, head point up, tail tucked in, mouth shut, breathing through the nose. So make the correct fist. The forearms turn over and you should feel some strength come up the forearms if you keep the elbows in the good position. Pull the arms back but keep the fists up high in Wing Chun. So all the other styles are down here, they'll do whatever and fists end up down here. Our fists end up back. And also don't flare your elbows when you come back. Elbows are in and the fists don't rest on the body. They're just 1 inch or a little bit off the body. That way when you're doing something with one arm, you don't just rest this hand, it's also thinking. It's actually an elbow strike in this position. So, we might have pushed someone back and elbow, someone's holding us from behind, someone's coming in here. So basically you elbow him to the sternum and you've pushed this guy. Depending where you're looking, what you need to at that point in time. All happens very quick, like a flash. So, the opening. We bend the knees, open the toes, open the heels, balance in the middle of the feet. Alright? Not on the heels, not on the balls of the feet, but in the middle. Make sure your tail stays tucked in. You want to have a straight spine. Head point up, straight spine, tail tucked in. So that just has to work like that. You have to work just on the stance, thinking these points. The feet gently, gently gripping the floor with the heel and the toe. Now you've got to learn to drop the breathing from here to here. It takes a while, but you have to do it in this posture. Preparation, woo-wee. So even just standing here, preparing to do the form, there's a lot of things. You've got to start dropping your energy down. And then you get into your form, sorry, and make sure everything's good. Left hand over the right hand. Fingers, again, gently touch. Middle finger's the one that's gently stretching. Bring up the hands along the center line. Make the correct fist. Bring the hands back like before, so everything has to stay good. Keep that tailbone tuck in, head point stretching up just a little bit. It's not holding very, very tight fist, tensing up, just a little bit. Everything's just a little bit. And the left hand comes to the center, elbow in, and punch. It's a very short punching Wing Chun. So we come to here and punch. When we punch, we don't want any jolting, any bouncing. You can't use all your strength in the beginning. You just have to feel the ligaments, the tendons, what's going on. Main thing is independent movement. We want independent movement of the arms. Bring the left hand to the center, punch. Circle to guard, make the correct fist, turn up and back. All the while, the elbow pointing down. The form's to coordinate all the joints in different ways. And we do the same on the right side. Bring the right hand to the center and punch. Open the hand, middle finger stretching. When we do the circle, it's the little finger moves first and comes in and down. The ring finger, the middle finger, the index finger, and then back to the middle finger. Fingers will be gently touching. Make the correct fist, turn up, elbows down the whole time, and pull back. So this is the start of Wing Chun. You've got to get all this stuff happening. It takes 3 months. And stand like this for 20 minutes. Breathe. Develop yourself into a really nice column, head to toe all the way down, but just stand like this. Kung Fu, Chinese Kung Fu, a lot of still standing. Still standing activates the breath. So you want to get used to standing here and developing this very good so it won't falter. Because the next section, the first section we call it, what we've just done is the opening, requires the hands to move very, very slowly. Like the big hand on a clock, that slow. Right, so it will take you 3 minutes to get your hand out here. And then it's going to take 3 minutes to bring your hand back. If you're not used to standing still, your body's going to start doing all sorts of weird stuff. You have to go through all that weird stuff here. Just standing, standing 10 minutes at least. Stand here with your fist out. Breathe. Stand here for 10 minutes with your fist out. Breathe. Things will be adjusting everywhere through the body. Feels like going through a furnace if you're doing it over an hour. Your body melts together. So yeah, this is the beginning of Wing Chun. Just these movements, put in all the detail for you. There's a lot more you can talk about breathing and relaxing them. You know, have to be a calm mind, relaxed head to toe, and nice soft breathing. You know, breathing from the third eye to the dantian. So it comes in through the nose, goes down and goes up. Essentially, when you breathe in, you can either feel a big washing going down the body and back up. You can breathe in just through this point. So imagine the air breathing in here, and then breathing out here. So it's just different ways of thinking. But yeah, in the beginning, just stand like this. Or stand like this 20 minutes. Chinese Kung Fu, it requires still standing. It's the main feature in the beginning, and everyone skips it. It's hard work. You know, everyone wants action, and they don't want to stand still. But when you stand still, you know, stillness is the mother of movement. You want to move well, whoever can move better wins. Maybe. You know, I base a bit of stuff on that principle anyway. If I can move better, he can't hit me. I can hit him before he can block. You know? It's not about how well, you know, how quick, how whatever. That's how well the whole thing will move and adjust. You have to get your leverage, a better position, get in the position where you have the good distance and timing, and all your techniques work for you, how you set it up. All the different Wing Chun teachers, they all set it up at different points. That's their distance, that's their timing, works from that distance, so it employs these techniques in this way. Other teachers do it at a different distance, employ the techniques this way, and add this in and delete that. And other teachers use this part of the system and delete that. No one uses all the Wing Chun techniques. They've usually got 3 or 4 sets of some nice combinations. That's about it. Besides going wild and trying something else, it's just because they're frustrated or whatever, their technique's not working. Basically, you need to be calmer, more relaxed, softer, and of course more training if the technique's not working. It's always good to go back to the beginning. Make sure you get all these points in that I've said at the start of the video. And keeping a few of these points, everything will work. So, best of luck with your Wing Chun training practitioners. So this is another good beginners video as well. And also for the more experienced practitioners, experts, sifus, whatever the case may be, it's always good to go back to the beginning and learn to just be straight, develop the breathing, stand in the stance, develop, you know, this, and then when you've got this out, it's connected, so your tree, your branch is all good and it'll move together nicely and things like that.